cardiovascular diseases. Yes, cardiovascular diseases. That is a very common term heard in our daily lives. But how many of us actually know the seriousness of it? Recent years, cardiovascular diseases have become the main cause of death, and with such an intimidating fact to know, cardiovascular diseases have brought the attention from both the academia and industries. Yet, since we have all the professionals and experts in the field trying to figure out a solution for us already, why are we still here? What are we, a bunch of high school kids, doing here? We are here because the issue is so close, so near to us. Greetings everybody, we are Team Taipei KCISLK V1 from Taiwan, and we are here to provide a potential solution to various global issues. Cardiovascular diseases are rapidly engulfing and affecting people in Taiwan. And just a little background knowledge for all of you to know first. Taiwan has just about 23 million people as population. And cardiovascular diseases alone has taken away 67,000 of lives in 2022 already. Can you imagine how serious the issue will one day turn out to be if it actually spreads to the whole nation? And especially when our team further realized that the phenomenon is even more severe within elders. That is a bad news for Taiwanese to know. Because besides from cardiovascular diseases, aging population is another big red flag. Taiwan entered an age society officially in 2018, with about 15.23% of the population being classified as elders. And within the 15.23% of them, 22.5%, which is a high rate of them, die from cardiovascular diseases. With such a dismal statistic to know, it is very worrying, and not to mention how terrifying it would actually turn out to be for the elders who have medication non-compliance and its correlation between cardiovascular diseases and aging population. And guys, I know we may still be young right now, but let's not easily disregard cardiovascular diseases for that reason. Our daily dietary habits are also one main factor in determining our potential risks in cardiovascular diseases, especially in Taiwan, where people often prioritize speed and efficiency in our daily lives. Many of us opt to eat takeout foods, and most of the takeout foods that we eat are high in oil and fat, such as the following. Does that look delicious and convenient to you? I know, right? Do you want to have a bite of it? A bite is fine, but what if you eat it very often? Then, obesity and hyperlipidemia, which is also known as high cholesterol, are the things that may burden you. Take Taiwan as an example. 50.3% of Taiwanese suffer from obesity, and 26% of them has high cholesterol. And I believe that most of us know how much these two things can result in cardiovascular diseases. So, after speaking so much, what is our project trying to work on? Through our team's various investigations and research through academic papers, we realized that many cardiovascular diseases are led by one main factor, thrombus.
So, what is the thrombus? We realized that thrombus is composed of three main parts. We have blood platelets, fibrin, and erythrocytes. And what these can do is potentially cause organ failure or tissue damage. And among the various causes of thrombus, we focus on something known as endothelial injury. And endothelial injury results from hypertension and hyperlipidemia. And this allows for LDL cholesterol to invade and cause atherosclerotic plaques. And especially in Taiwan, with an aging population and dietary issues, we realized that when people intake high-fat diets, that causes their blood pressure to rise and blood to flow disorderly. And what this results is in plaque to crack, and that gives rise to wide thrombus. So, we tried to find a solution for this issue, and we wanted to find something that could dissolve the fibrin that binds the thrombus. And that's when we stumbled across something known as lumbrokinase. So lumbrokinase is actually an enzyme that is derived from red earthworms, and basically is an enzyme that when worms die, it dissolves their body and returns them to Mother Nature. And this enzyme has also been shown to, through a clinical experiment, it has been shown to break down fibrin. And we realized that the current production of lumbrokinase, the supplement market, involves taking all these worms, putting them into a blender, and killing them, extracting them for their juice. And this way of producing is inhumane, costly, and also poor in quality. So then, what is our project working on? we realized that there may be a lot of issues that we still need to solve. And just from cardiovascular diseases and the supplement market for lumbrokinase, we wanted to provide a solution. So please, let us introduce you to what we have done.
So our project is basically separated into two aspects. So firstly, our team hoped to create a probiotic platform that allows probiotic to produce lumbrokinase directly in our human body to improve the condition that many Taiwanese elders forget to take pills and have a dietary habits of Taiwanese culture. And secondly, our team hoped to increase the quality, the efficiency, and the model of current lumbrokinase supplement production method. So our team decided to start a laboratory experiments from the industrial production aspects. So we need to obtain a gene sequence of lumbrokinase and connect it with the PGMT-easy vector that we designed. So the first step of our experiment is RNA extraction. And in previous studies and researches, the current lumbrokinase gene sequence is mostly extracted from the Japanese earthworms. However, we have a huge breakthroughs in our experiments, which is the localization of lumbrokinase sources. So our method was to fasten these Taiwanese local earthworms for several days to banish the microbes in their intestine and stomach, and then soak them into deionized water for several days to remain their guts clean. And with the cleaning process, our team has successfully extracted the RNA from the Taiwanese local earthworms. Then we conduct several steps such as reverse transcription, gel extractions, and cultivation, and send the selected clones for DNA sequencing. And here is the result of our DNA sequencing. As you can see, our PGMT-easy vector has a 99% similarities with the lumbrokinase gene sequence. And the result not only indicates that we have successfully inserted the lumbrokinase gene sequence into our PGMT-easy vector, but also showing that Taiwanese local earthworms contain the same gene sequence as the Japanese one. And after we gain the correct gene sequence, our team decided to use another vector called PAD22B vector since it has a special mechanism called IPTG induction. So IPTG induction is a switch-like mechanism that allows our E. coli to produce lumbrokinase only when it receives specific chemicals, which is IPTG in this case. And it is the result of our Western blotting. It shows that IPTG can successfully trigger the production of lumbrokinase and showing its effectiveness and efficiency. And with the success of IPTG induction, our team decided to start brainstorming how we can combine the idea of probiotic platform and lumbrokinase to solve the problem of medication non-compliance and high-fat dietary habits. So as previously mentioned, a high-fat dietary can be one of the main causes of cardiovascular diseases and the formation of blood clots. So our team decided to use oleate to trigger the production of lumbrokinase. And we decided to modify the vector that we use for IPTG induction to oleate induction by changing the lag operator to VADH operator. And here is the draw result showing that we have successfully modified the vector. So in the normal condition, a repressor will bind on the operating site. However, when oleate was added, the repressor can be removed, thereby allowing RNA polymerase to bind on the operating site and start transcription and protein expression. And here is the result of our Western blotting. It also shows that oleate can successfully trigger the production of lumbrokinase, and showing the plausibility and effectiveness. So in conclusion, in our experiment, IPTG induction and oleate induction was both successful, and during the perfect period of our laboratory experiment.
Okay, so onto our human practices. So we realized that our project, there may be some issues or nuances that still need to be addressed and revised. That's why after receiving the hosting rights this year, we held the IGEM 2023 seminar in Taiwan. And through the course of the seminar, we were able to invite high school students and also university students that participated in IGEM. And we were able to give each other advice and feedback on how to improve our project, as well as interacting with different scholars in the field on how we can make our project better. And besides this, we also wanted to educate both elementary school students and also junior high and high school students on both cardiovascular diseases and synthetic biology and how it can be used to solve societal issues. And the mini lectures that we gave were a success, and we were able to promote both cardiovascular diseases as well as synthetic biology and its importance.
Of course, our project did not just start in the lab. In order to turn our project into real-world application, we must interview someone who has done so. So first, we interviewed the Vice President of the Medicine Vaccine Biology Corporation, Dr. Lian. During the discussion, he mentioned that it is necessary to include in-vivo experience in order to turn our probiotic platform of lumbrokinase into a real-world drug. And referencing his suggestions and our own research, we have formulated different in vivo experiments in the future plan. Later on, we want to let more people who in need actually have the access to our projects. So we started researching about the market of supplements and lumbrokinase. In this process, we interviewed a key figure of Taiwanese supplement market, which is the CEO of BioKing Health Technology Corporation, Mr. Luo. He mentions that we should utilize our advantage in industrial production. He also mentions that it is necessary to commercialize our product in order to be more influential. Later on, he suggests that we should cooperate with different biotech companies in order to support the future cost of research and development. After reviewing different resources and interviewing, we started to evaluate the whole project with societal aspects. And to do so, we assessed it with SDGs, which stand for Sustainable Development Goals. First, good health and well-being. Our whole project aims to solve a global health issue, which is cardiovascular disease. And we believe our project provides a feasible solution that contribute to the problem. And quality education. After we learn about synthetic biology, we not only try to inspire people in our school to enter the field, but also raise awareness about cardiovascular diseases. Third, industry, innovation, and infrastructure. We believe our method of producing lumbrokinase not only lower the cost, but also increase the quality of lumbrokinase produced, which is an innovative method. Fourth, sustainable cities and communities. With our new method of producing lumbrokinase, it greatly reduces the earthworms that is being squeezed into juice, which is sustainable method of producing lumbrokinase. Last but not least, partnership for the goals. In this part, throughout the whole process, we interviewed experts from different fields, including agricultural, medical, academic, and industrial. And their advices and suggestions turn our project into a series of feasible actions that fits in all societal aspects and the 5 SDGs we have mentioned.
So, how does our project contribute to the society? First of all, our project is high in efficiency. We get to improve the traditional way of lumbrokinase production, dramatically increasing the effectiveness and quality. Secondly, our product is also high in real timing. Through the combination of oleate induction and probiotic platform, we get to detect immediately and receive fatty acid when the consumer takes in a high-fat diet and then produce lumbrokinase to resolve blood clots. Thirdly, our product is also high in prospects. In the condition that the phase 2 clinical trials have already been accomplished and lumbrokinase supplement on the market already has a degree of awareness, we get to ensure the efficacy of lumbrokinase and its public acceptance. Following various tests, whether in vivo or in vitro, in future planning, our project can be even done with more possibilities. Finally, let's return to our initial purpose. We hope when the current experimental stage yields results and the plan is solidified, we hope to address the persistent issue of cardiovascular diseases, which is not limited to only Taiwan, but as a global concern as well. Therefore, we hope that more people can see our project and inspire more ideas. And thank you to all the ones who have helped us along the way, and we are looking forward to seeing a healthier you and a healthier me in a brighter future. Thank you. We are
Out Clots!